And one of the greatest wrongs of British colonial rule. That's how the eviction of islanders from Diego Garcia, a tiny atoll in the Indian Ocean, has been described. For years now, a community of displaced islanders in London have been campaigning for the right to return home. They had been given a glimmer of hope by politicians, but with dwindling numbers and an election on the horizon, they fear it is all too late. Here's their story.
You have to go back to where you belong. That's it. It's in me as a Sarkochian.
But for Bernard, returning home isn't as simple as packing his bags and catching a flight. He was born on Diego Garcia, now a closed US military base. It's part of the Chagos Islands in the middle of the Indian Ocean. It was a British colony until the UK government leased it out to make way for a US base at the end of the 1960s. As part of the deal, several thousand local Chagosian people were simply kicked out and deported to Mauritius and the Seychelles.
The last deportation to the Seychelles, they just dip it on the long P in the Seychelles without any provision being made.
The Chagosians' expulsion from their own land has been described as one of the most egregious wrongs of British colonial rule. For years now, a community of displaced islanders in London has been campaigning for the right to resettle on the island.
The Chagos Islanders had been given reasons to hope. Back when he was Shadow Foreign Secretary, William Hague promised that, if elected, the next British government would work to ensure a fair settlement for the Chagosians. Also, back in 2010, Liberal Democrat leader Nick Clegg pledged that the government had a moral responsibility to allow the Chagos Islanders to return home. It's been over 4 years since the coalition government was elected. William Hague's no longer boss of the Foreign Office, and there's a new election race looming. But the issue of the Chagos Islands hasn't been resolved.
I've had minister after minister saying it was terrible, it was shocking, it was appalling, it was horrible, we're very sorry, we're very sad. Okay, fine. If you're sad and sorry about something, you do something about it.
The Foreign Office told RT that an independent government-commissioned study is currently underway, examining whether it's possible for the Chagos Islands to be repopulated. A final decision from ministers isn't expected until spring. Islanders like Bernard, old enough to remember life on the Chagos Islands, say that they don't have much time to wait.
We do have one native being buried yesterday, another one today. So every day, every week it's going. And in the end, in 2-3 years' time, finished.
The name of the US base on Diego Garcia used to be Camp Justice, which is something the displaced islanders say they won't get until they win the right to return home. Polly Boyko, RT, London.